In this channel, I have reviewed many different HP computers, so if you're looking for an amazing gaming PC from this company, then you are in the right place. In this video, I put together the ultimate guide on which HP PC you should buy depending on your budget, needs, and monitor resolution. I will go through the best pre-built PC for 1080p, 1440p, and even 4K, and of course, I will show you the level of gaming performance that you can expect with each HP system. On top of that, I will tell you which computers to avoid, that way you get the best ones and avoid buying a PC that will not perform as you want it. You will find a link to each pre-built gaming PC down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. We'll start by talking about the best pre-built PCs out there, and I will start by talking about the best price to performance one. If you do not want to spend more than $1,500 and you want to get fast performance at just any resolution, then I recommend you getting the Omen 35L for under $1,500. This system has the RTX 4070 Super, which is a really fast 1440p graphics card that will allow you to play at 1440p high to ultra settings in high demanding games smoothly. So even if you want to play games like Cyberpunk 2077, The Last of Us Part 1, you will be able to achieve well over 90 plus FPS on average. And if you want to play at 1080p, you will be achieving even faster frame rates. Here you also get a Ryzen 5 processor and 32 gigs of RAM, so it's a really good PC all around for multitasking and gaming at the same time. And the aesthetics are amazing because you get that Omen 35L look, which I do really like. Now, if you play at 4K resolution and you want to play smoothly on high demanding titles, I do recommend you upgrading to another system that I will be talking about in just a moment. But if you play at 1440p or 1080p and you want a nice price to performance system, I will be looking at this one. By the time of filming, this PC goes for $1,350 because it's on a discount, so maybe when you're watching this the price is a bit different depending on when you're watching this, so I do recommend you checking the latest prices and availability from the links down in the description box. Now, if you want faster performance and you want a new RTX 5000 series graphics card, I do recommend you getting the upgraded version of the 35L. This one is the black version and it comes with the NVIDIA RTX 5070, which is a newer generation graphics card that will allow you to play at 1440p high to ultra settings with no issues once again, and it's going to be better than the 4070 Super because it's from a newer generation. So you get a more improved upscaling technology. That being said, if you want to use DLSS, this is going to be a huge plus, especially if you want to play high demanding games at 4K resolution, which by the way, with this system you can play at 4K resolution if you are using the right settings, so feel free to play high demanding games at 4K if you are using something like DLSS quality or DLSS balanced on high to ultra. And then this PC comes with an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor, which will be ideal if you want to do more than just gaming. So if you're a content creator or you want to do some type of productivity work, having an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor is going to be top tier. And also, since this is a very fast CPU, it's going to be very fast for esports games. So if you play games like Valorant or Fortnite at competitive settings at 1080p or 1440p, you will be achieving very high frame rates. So feel free to go with a 360Hz monitor if you want to compete in this type of games if you are getting the system. Now here you also get 32 gigs of RAM, so again, amazing for streaming, content creation, and productivity work. And the price for this system is around $1,830 by the time of filming, which is definitely not cheap, but it's a really nice system if you want to play either at 1440p or 1080p or 4K resolution. So just any resolution basically. Now, if you have more money to spend, I do recommend you getting this next system, which is once again an Omen 35L, but this time you have to customize it yourself in order to get the best price. Here we have two configurations. The first one is going to be a high-end 1440p maxed out gaming system that can also run 4K ultra settings. So if you're looking for the best value 4K system, this one will be the one. And the other one will be more of a high-end 4K system. So if you want to play at 4K at higher frame rate and you want a really nice high-end experience overall, that one will be ideal. Now, in order to get the first PC, the one that's best value for 4K or maxed out 1440p experience, you have to go to the video description, click on the 35L link and follow the instructions. Go click on customize and buy, change the graphics card to the NVIDIA RTX 5070 Ti, and then you have to change the memory and storage. By making this upgrade, you will have the 5070 Ti in the Omen 35L system, which is one of the fastest NVIDIA GPUs in the entire market. And as I said before, you can max out 1440p resolution. So if you want to play the most high demanding games out there on high to ultra settings with the 5070 Ti, you will be achieving around 120 plus FPS on average. And if you play at 4K, you can expect around 80 plus FPS, which is really high numbers. And the price is actually very decent for a PC with a 5070 Ti at around $2,000. So yes, it's not cheap, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely a solid price because you are getting top tier performance at 1440p and 4K resolution. And if you want to play esports games, here you get an Intel Core Ultra 5 processor that's very fast for any kind of multitasking or gaming. So in terms of esports shooters, you will be achieving high frame rates, and you can feel free to buy a 360Hz display if you want to compete. Now, you can also upgrade the processor if you want to an Intel Core Ultra 7 CPU, which I would recommend you doing if you are a professional content creator. And also, if you're a professional content creator, I also recommend you upgrading the SSD to 2 TB for you to have more storage overall. If you're going to do mainly gaming, the upgrades I mentioned are going to be all that you need. But again, if you're working as a video editor and you really need to use heavy softwares and a lot of storage, making those upgrades will be ideal. Now, the second PC, as I said before, is a high-end system. Here you go to the same exact PC, you click on customize and buy, but this time you change the graphics card to the NVIDIA RTX 5080, and then you change once again the memory, the storage, and then you change the power supply to the 1000 watts option. On top of that, I highly recommend you upgrading the CPU here, not to bottleneck the RTX 5080, and then you are getting a PC with an Intel Core Ultra 7 CPU and the RTX 5080, which is a top tier combination for 4K resolution gaming. You will be able to play any game that you want at 4K high to ultra settings with no issues, and it's a very high-end system overall for professional content creators, for professional gamers, in case you want to do some type of gaming in esports games, because you get an Intel Core Ultra 7 CPU. So overall, you're getting a very high-end PC. That's not the most expensive one out there, because you're not getting the RTX 5090, so you are staying under $3,000. In fact, this PC is going to cost you around 26 to 2700 bucks depending on when you're watching this. And then of course, if you don't care about money and you want the RTX 5090 inside of your system and an Intel Core Ultra 9 CPU, so you want the best of the best for gaming and content creation at the same time, because the RTX 5090 is the fastest GPU in the market for gaming, so you will be achieving very high frame rates in any game at 4K, then I recommend you getting the HP Omen 45L with the 5090. Now this PC is going to cost you around 4,700 bucks, which is very expensive. But again, if you just want the highest end HP system, this is the one that I do recommend you buying, and you get 2 terabytes of SSD, which is plenty of storage, and you get 64 gigabytes of RAM. So this is an insane amount, and most people will not even need it. But if you are a professional creator or you're just using any task that's going to require a lot of your memory, having 64 gigabytes is going to be life-saving. And then as a bonus, I want to clarify that if you have under 1,000 bucks at the moment, I do not recommend you buying any PC from HP. So those are the PCs that I would avoid buying, just any prebuilt system for under $1,000. That being said, as a bonus, in the video description, you will find a PC for under 1,000 bucks that's not from HP, but it's going to give you top tier performance for 1080p resolution. So if you don't want to spend more than 1,000 bucks and you're looking for the perfect budget system, I do recommend you getting that one that will be featured down below. And then you have some HP PCs that are in the gray zone, meaning that they will give you amazing gaming performance, but at the moment the price is too high. So maybe these PCs will go down in price. So for that reason, I will also leave these down below in the video description for you to check out the latest prices and availability. And if you find them at a better price, then they might be a solid option for you. But at the moment, these PCs are way too high in price for the performance that you are getting. And the PCs that I recommended today were much better in terms of price to performance. So you're going to be spending less money and achieving faster frame rates. And if you don't care about the company, you just want the fastest prebuilt PC in terms of price to performance for your money, then I do recommend you watching my video on the best prebuilt PCs of the month for any budget and any resolution, where I go over the best prebuilt PCs from just any company. You will find that one in the top right corner of the screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.